For diet, my big suggestion is find what kids like that isn't terribly unhealthy. Food is fuel for our bodies and mind. There's a really wonderful presentation that I often kind of will have kids take a look at, and it's by a guy that does a lot of what's called SPEC scans, and it shows kind of everything, all the activities, and what does a healthy brain look like. Part of what he shows in his presentation is 20 to 30% of what we eat every day actually goes directly into our brain. It's consumed by our brain. So 2% of our body is actually consuming 20 to 30% of our calories, which is a reminder that our, in our stomach is almost like a conveyor belt to our brain. And he shows very clearly like how diet impacts the brain waves and how you can see the difference between brains that perform higher and better and those that don't, and what goes into it. And certainly diet is a big piece of that. It changes the way that the blood flows are within the brain. It delivers neurotransmitters to the brain to be able to help with the natural production of serotonin and dopamine, which are the building blocks for, fighting depression and also good attention. And those two things correlate with one another. So in thinking about that, it's a process of looking at a well-balanced diet. Certainly that's things like vegetables and complex carbohydrates, having some fruit and protein. And protein can prevent surges in blood sugar, which increases hyperactivity. So that's something to know. Like if something is kind of sugary, maybe they have something sweet that's fruits or something, or even if it's outside of that, knowing that if they have something that's protein that counterbalances it, it helps them to be more balanced. And make sure that kids have snacks. One of the things that Dan Siegel, who's a big guy on the brain and development of kids, and a psychiatrist from Harvard that works within neuroscience too, he talks about having water in a snack every hour and a half. And certainly we know that with, small children, we do that, but absolutely through even being an adult, that's important too.